Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm driving, so I'm not really going to actually be looking right at you, but I thought I would do this video really quick to inform you guys as the week comes up. For those of you who are focused on trying to build and take care of your family, I wanted to give you some tips on factors to look for this week in the stock market. There are basically, 4 or 5 major factors that are driving stock prices this week that are going to impact not just what prices do this week, but what they do in general. And I'm gonna lay them out for you real quick. The first is the Fed. The Fed's role in propping up markets and the economy in general has been pretty huge, pretty significant. If the Fed backs off of that, there's going to be some problems. Also, the Fed cannot do that indefinitely. Now, depending, I don't know what your politics are in terms of how you feel about the Fed doing as much as they've done, but that's just a factor that you want to be aware of, and you want to know that the Fed changing their policy, I don't know how much more they could lower interest rates. They've talked about negative interest rates. I don't think that'd be a good idea, but overall, the Fed is pretty significant, and Fed support cannot outlast a long second wave, of the virus, which is the second factor, the virus. Are we going to have a second wave or not? One of the most important factors is the fact that the economy will not shut down. So that means people are going to die, right? That's just going to happen. It's like if you decided that there were too many car crashes and you told everybody they couldn't drive at all. Well, the day you start letting people drive again, you're going to start having crashes again. So the question is not whether or not anyone's going to die. Death is going to happen no matter which route we take. The question is, what's the route that allows the least problems? So it seems to me that as a country, the government, everybody else have decided that the healthcare system can handle a second wave. Chances are, especially if it's not more than twice as big as the first wave. Even New York is actually showing that their numbers on hospitalizations, on deaths, are incredibly low. I think they had 23 deaths or something, which was really low compared to the 750 or so that they had in early April. Third factor is earnings reports. One of the biggest challenges that people have seen with the market is that the market's prices are out of sync with fundamentals of companies. They feel that companies are not worth what investors are paying for them, that we have a little bit of what you might call irrational exuberance, where everyone is pricing in and hoping for what they call a V-shaped recovery, meaning a very quick recovery from what just happened. That's a big question mark. Once companies start adjusting earnings expectations, that's going to change prices, meaning they start making announcements to warn the market, hey, look, we're not going to make as much money as we thought. And then also when the realizations come out. So expectations and realizations are going to be huge. How much of these expectations going to be modified, that'll change the price. And then there'll be an ultimate price change when you get the realization, and compare it to the expectation, right? So that's the third factor. Another factor, let's see, you had earnings, the Fed, China, the United States and China not working together, not getting along, can be a big problem for the global economy. If there's another trade war with China that is prolonged and really kind of crazy, that's going to cause problems. I don't think Trump is going to really pick too many fights with China because it's an election year and he needs his economy to be strong for him to have a chance to be reelected. So I know that factor is out there, but I don't think that's going to be as bad as it was before, because he's fighting on one front. I don't know if if his team is stupid enough, but then again, they're not the smartest leaders in the world. But I don't care. I just want to see you make money. I want to see you win. So that'll be interesting. So you've got the Fed, you've got China, you've got the earnings reports, you've got the virus, and then last but not least, you've got a lot of political turmoil. These police shootings that are really grabbing the media's attention. And I think that they should, they deserve the attention. Police have been a problem for a long time. There's a lot of issues with inequality and political unrest and things like that. That's just not always good for economic stability. At the same time, the market, ironically, isn't really responding as much to that, but it is a factor to keep in mind. And I think just as black people, we should care about black people being killed and what's best for our community. So that I'm gonna throw that caveat in right there. But anyway, with that being said, that's what I'm seeing in the market. If you haven't learned to buy your first share of stock yet, or if you just want to get on our email list so you can get free stuff from us, go to firstshareofstock.com. That's firstshareofstock.com. It'll not only teach you how to buy your first share, but it'll also give you a quick briefing on how to use TD Ameritrade if that is the platform you'd like to try out. So firstshareofstock.com. And make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.